From a platform perspective, with the consumer side, the story is different, but the supply side, the story is very different. These people are from a supply ecosystem, let's say. How Zetwerk looks at it, right? How can we build the transparency, visibility, and tracking mechanism?
Silos of exposures being taken by people with incredible trust, and there are silos where there is absolute breakage, right? And yeah, that's the highway we are trying to create.
From a manufacturing perspective, what do you think where your capacity
The
is?
textile industry is individual diamonds. When we make a necklace, the value would increase multifold.
So we share
But
the
capacity, we share the capacity.
India in global textile trade was number 2. Now we have slipped down to 4 or 5. The problem in India is twofold. One, as you said, the entire value chain is fragmented.
Yes.
And everybody works in silos. The growth of any industry in India for textile would be an engine, would be a garment.
True.
If we export garment, that is the highest value addition we can do in India. We need two things for India to be really competitive in the world textile trade. We are very good at spinning, but we lack weaving and processing.
Absolutely true.
Unless we do this, and I'll be very honest with you, I expressed this concern somewhere in the month of September to Honorable Minister of Textiles, Mr. Piyush Goyal, and he immediately took action. And we are drafting some policy at the Government of India level where they are saying that to bring in weaving technology to India, there is no need to reinvent the wheel in India. Let us bring up some FDIs and do it faster. Unless we have weaving in India, the whole textile trade will not grow. Today, textile industry is really finding it difficult to source the talent, to have a talent at all levels. The entire value chain has to be one. Thinking garment as a engine.
How we can use the transformational digital technologies to drive those integration across the board.
No, I think there are lot of reasons why we should be optimistic about. There are a lot of fantastic examples within the industry of people successfully transforming supply chains. The problem is it's happening in silos. It's happening a lot of supply chains, I call it inward looking rather than outward or forward looking, because of which the proliferation is still limited.
Sure.
The biggest example that I could quote over the last 4-5 years that has happened is Sheen, right? So the way they leverage technology from the front end of the supply chain in terms of spotting trends, they invest. I read somewhere they spend a lot of money on Google Trends, right? On so spotting forward-looking trends in the market to again going back to creating that neural network or nervous system of sending signals to the back end of the supply chain in terms of inventory levels that needs to be there to sustain the demand that they are citing for the next few quarters. That's a fantastic example.
If Zetwerk has to consolidate and integrate, let's be plain and simple, straight question, right?
Yeah.
How would you go about it?
That's an endeavor.
Where we start? What are the major steps? Yeah.
So what we are trying to do at this point in time is to create at least that highway with limited capacities from forward to back end.
Two things are changing for us, right? One, we are talking about supply chain integrating, highly fragmented environment, only 4% is organized. All these data points are pointing towards something which says that, it's difficult to do it, but we still want to do it. On the other hand, our importers are asking a difficult question. Are you sustainable or not? Are you socially, doing it or not? Give me a visibility of your entire supply chain, which type of button you're using on the shirt. Also, you tell me that as well. Okay. So just sustainability in textile is a business now. It's no more a social responsibility. It's no more a CSR which we are talking about. Correct? On the other hand, customers, your customers, the final consumers of the, let's say, Apple, they are saying, I need more innovation. What are you bringing this new old style of, suits to me? So the suits which used to get old style in 6 months to 12 months is now getting old style in a season, right? So you need to change your modular manufacturing, your way of thinking will change, your capacity will change. You're not equipped with that as well. So these two vectors, sustainability where traceability and visibility is required by the importers, Largely, that's where you earn a lot of money. At the same time, they are asking you people to be very agile. They're asking you people to be very, very agile, nimble, in fact, right? So I'll come to you, but I know you're shaking hand and you want to add a lot of things on this one. So I'll start with you, Ganesh.
Yeah, I think I have a different take on sustainability
Please.
and the fashion supply chain.
Yeah.
What's happening right now is everybody wants to digitize. Digitalize. It's predominant right now.
Yeah, digital is the most abused word in the world, right?
Which means it's locally digitize everything. Okay. Make 2D to 3D, right? And automate what I'm currently doing.
Yeah.
If you just take a 40,000 feet view of the fashion supply chain, if you just see not just India, I think all of them will agree right now, 1 out of 2 products made in fashion does not sell well. There is a metric called full price sell-through.
Yes.
That full price sell-through for decades is around 50%. Individually optimizing is not going to solve this problem. We need a demand-driven fashion value chain rather than what we think will sell well, which is a supply-driven value chain.
Working capital is a major issue today.
Yeah.
So, in this scenario, Zetwerk is a platform which has given a lot of leverage to many of the garment manufacturers, fabric supplier as well as garment supplier, where they are financing. And many of us, companies like us, are preferring to go through Zetwerk, where we get the payment either through CD or within a specific time, whatever they commit.
Yeah.
So, we need in India more and more platforms like Zetwerk, so that the at least Indian textile industry, which work mostly on the credit terms,